Well met. I thank you for the assistance, but this place is teeming with Daedra. You should leave if you value your life. I am Keeper Sirion, Warden of the Banished cells. The Daedra have helped my prisoner, High Kinlord Release the 12th, to escape his prison. Release is an immortal phantom who wields powerful magic. You should return to the surface and warn Tamriel.
You're serious? I've mentioned the swarms of Daedra, have I not? There are, if you're willing to risk your life, there are other keepers who may need help. I imagine the High Kinlord sent more against us than the Banekin who harangued me.
3 of my comrades remain somewhere in these halls. They serve as keepers under me, sworn to guard the High Kinlord's prison for as long as they are able. Find them, and help them if they live. I have not seen them since the Daedra attacked. Araldor is the closest, and if she lives, you'll find her up ahead. In ages past, the vilest of my people were interred here as punishment. Today, the Banished cells contain a sole prisoner, High Kinlord Release the 12th. Release is long dead, but his Daedric pact sustains him, and a prisoner he remained until today. The tale is well known in these parts. In his youth, High Kinlord Release was a hero, instrumental in bringing order to this region. However, Release's thirst for power, which drove him to perform great feats, was his undoing. He consorted with Oblivion to ascend to power. Those who stood in his way he killed, though always under mysterious circumstances. Eventually, those around him saw through his schemes and imprisoned him. Lifetimes have passed, but Release remains. Release's pact with the Daedra keeps him chained to Nirn, though he is dead. Were it not for the Daedra who freed him, he would be serving his sentence still, until time immemorial. I have not...
You betcha!
Was
that the last
you
of them?
live?
Oh, thank feck.
I do, though I've seen better days. The High Kinlord's power has grown. He would not have been able to escape our predecessors as he has escaped us today. We need to go after him.
Stay down, Keeper. You're injured. If the others yet live, we should find them, then deal with Release, if we can. He has already escaped. I will not suffer further dishonor by losing lives to him.
You're ever the optimist. And Altmer should not fear the end, Syrian. I would give the lives of all 4 of us to stop Release. The High Kinlord will rend Tamriel apart if he gets to the surface. And it will be our fault.
There is a difference between fearing death and throwing your life away, Aruldar. And as long as I lead the Keepers, you will do neither. If the others live, we'll find them. You've helped more than I could have hoped, stranger. Aruldar will survive this. Aruldar would like nothing more than to confront Release now, but we're not ready. The High Kinlord can't be killed. Our only course is to capture him. But we'll need a sturdier prison than we've ever had before. Aruldar and I will think on a plan to deal with the High Kinlord. Defeating Release is pointless if we can't hold him. In the meantime, the area up ahead is under Keeper Varanil's jurisdiction. Even if he lives, he'll need your help.
Dagon would envy.
There are easier ways to prove your bravery, mortal. Turn back, or you'll share the Keeper's fate.
Varanil! Araldor! See to him!
By the Empyrean light, let's hope he lives.
Has he been slain?
He's not the model of well-being, but he lives. Are you satisfied, Syrian? I'm eager to pursue the High Kinlord.
Patience, Araldor! I need you to heal him, and Immaril is still unaccounted for. We'll need her to face Rilis. There's one keeper left, and I worry for her. Immaril guards the area closest to Rilis's prison. The two have a strained rapport. Of all of us, the High Kinlord would bear the fiercest grudge against Immaril. The sooner you find her, the better. She's in the deepest part of the Banished cells. I have conceived the beginnings of a spell to handle Rilis, and we'll need Immaril if it's going to succeed. There isn't one yet. I still have details to work out. Just find Immaril, and we may be able to turn this against Rilis.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
She's going to be fine with a little restoration magic. We should be considering how to handle the High Kinlord.
Even if we defeat him, how do we contain him? He's already escaped once. If we could control Daedric magic, perhaps this wouldn't have happened. What do you think, Sirion? Fight fire with fire?
Stay your tongue, Varanil! You insult your lineage by even thinking it. Does the High Kinlord's fate appeal to you so? We go with my plan and divide his essence among us. He can't escape his prison if he's not whole. We're fortunate no one has perished, but I fear my keepers have grown desperate and cowardly. Did you hear Varanil's remark? Use Daedric power? Sacrilegious. We need to get Release back in his prison before my keepers do something they'll regret. Before he escaped, we kept Release's soul encased in a single binding stone, passed down by the keepers. For ages, it was his prison. We're going to put him back, but this time, he's going in pieces. It's not as macabre as it sounds. He has no body. I speak of his soul. The keepers will siphon his essence into not one, but 4 binding stones, to keep his power divided. He'll hardly be conscious in that state, let alone able to summon Daedra. You have the most difficult task of all. I need you to find Release and defeat him, if you can.
Find his keepers, as they say. That was a bit of a warm-up. To run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Thinking, but I'll be glad to send more. Ah, it's the outsiders. So the keepers are afraid to face me. Very well. You'll die in their stead. I'm going to enjoy this. insist that the pact I've made protects me from death.
Ignore his words, Keepers. Begin the separation.
I'm not confident this will work, Sirion.
What are you lot doing? Oh, I do so love to see magic. Is that what this is? This isn't as grand as the spells I learned from the Daedra. But I don't expect much from mortal. Remember, children, you'll never keep me here of your own accord. Not when the Daedra fight for me. Perhaps you'd fare better if you had Daedra on your side.
His madness nears delirium. Ignore him, Keepers. Bind the High Kinlord.
By the light Imperium, the keepers of the banished cells hereby condemn Rilis the 12th to imprisonment unending.
Oh my! It looks like you've won! Old Rilis's days of freedom are over, it seems.
I thought you said this bastard wouldn't be able to speak.
He shouldn't be able to achieve coherent thought. We'll have to watch him carefully. The prison's not perfect, yet, but we have time, and Rilis isn't going anywhere. I'll make sure of it. Thanks to you, Rilis will never see Tamriel again. The situation would be dire had he escaped to the surface. You have been a boon to us. We Keepers would have failed our people if it weren't for you. We'll have to continue to refine Rilis's prison, but even the Daedra should have trouble breaking him free from 4 binding stones.
Poor
Curse
Syria.
Rilis.
You don't want to play with your fellow keepers?
They are not Keepers. Not any longer.
They selected an intelligent course of action. What better way to keep rickety old Rilis in check than a few Daedra?
I will find a way to silence you, Rilis. You've become too dangerous to imprison.
If you want to silence me, you'll need power like mine. Daedric magic. What is there to fear? I was a mere Kinlord. You are a keeper. Surely you can resist corruption where I fell.
Stop!
Your oath is to keep me imprisoned, Keeper. What does it matter how you do it?
Be silent!
You could accomplish so much. The enemies of Auridon brought low by the power of the Keepers.
Were that I could lay my hands on you and choke the life out of you all over again. You've returned. I hope you have fared better in your travels than I. For a moment I imagined you were a Daedric illusion. Rilis and his Daedric thrall have been a menace to me. Every moment the spirit of High Kinlord Rilis jeers and plays tricks on me. He haunts these walls, and I am his keeper, his warden, the only one left. Rilis has swayed the other keepers to his side, and plans to attack Tamriel from his prison. You are a hardened lot. Very well, I have a gamble in mind. We do what Rilis wants, and disable the stones that bind his soul to this prison. He will then enter this plane, where we can slay him. Though he could do the same to us. Can I rely on you? 3 of the binding stones are up ahead. Each keeper defends a stone, so be prepared to face them. And be wary of Rilis. He will no doubt attempt to speak with you. I will prepare for a direct battle with him and meet you at the 4th stone.
was right, of course. The Keepers work for my benefit now. However, I made sure they still served their sacred stations. They'll fight you to their last breath! Through all of the Keepers? How amusing! They are stronger than they once were, you know. Watches the first stone. Let's see if she's learned from me in our time together.
Turn back. Keepers guards too.
While she may get noticed, style gets remembered.
Much better. I'd say it feels like I regained the use of a limb. If I had any. Ah, here come some new friends. Let's see if I've still got slaughter. Still delightful after all these years. With the Keepers. It takes a strong will to control a Daedra of that size. I wonder what Daedra you could bend to your will. I never liked him. He hums off-key.
I'll see you dead before you harm this stone.
No man shall more. How I marvel at your efficiency. You really are quite good at killing keepers. Here, let me take care of you. Daedric power is not granted cheaply. The Keepers are paying for their new powers with their service to me.
Your blood will temper my thirst. Your bones will end my famine.
such power I have now! Almost like the old days. How easily you slaughter Daedra and Keeper alike. How much more powerful could you be made with my gift? You are fascinating.
To me, my friends!
Alright, why come on? Keep moving! Whew, that was...
You've made it through alive. The other keepers must be dead then. A part of me wishes it were not so. Good. Our task to eliminate the High Kinlord Rilis is the only one that remains, and Rilis will need a mortal host to enter Nirn. I would not entrust this task to an outsider. I will play host to the High Kinlord. His spirit will take over my body, but he will be bound by my mortality. If we, are killed, Rilis will die. From there, it's straight to oblivion for him. Wait until I am in position. Then you must undo the final binding stone. The High Kinlord will then emerge. Fight well, for you fight for Tamriel's safety. Hold nothing back! I break my oath as Keeper to see Rilis finished, and if he escapes, all of Tamriel will pay for our folly.
this for so very long. Now get out of my way! All of Tamriel will learn I am free when I set the land ablaze.
I guess this is a fight now. Try breaking free! Now the Morrowind has her eye on you.
On your feet, Keeper.
Immaril? My fellow keepers? You are free? Did I succeed?
Thanks to you, the Keeper's oath is fulfilled.
We are free from Daedric corruption. We should have heeded your warnings.
I remember. Where is Rilis?
Banished from this realm. With hope all the way to oblivion.
Your sacrifice ensures he will never return.
What happens now?
We can lay our burdens down. Say your goodbyes to those who aided us. We'll be leaving them soon.
Thank you, my friends, for everything.